on a scale of 1 to 4, 1 being the highest, when you value a company, okay, when you do an evaluation of the value of a company, 1 being the most important, 4 being the least important out of these 4. You evaluate the founder and the CEO, the intellectual property that they own, that they put together, the demand, proven demand for the sales, or the team that was built to run the company. Which of those 4 is number 1?
CEO.
Yeah, the track record of the team,
Oh, no.
of the CEO, yeah, sorry.
The CEO himself, the charisma, like you were talking about in Cuban, Mr. Cuban, that would be the first thing that you look for?
Yeah, your track record of success.
Well, if it's a startup,
Well, I'm
there's
talking
no
about a
success.
startup
The personal
with- let's say
success.
let's
Yeah.
assume there's no revenue. No revenue.
Right. Because it is, if you've got a company that has, has revenue, has a plan, that's fine. But if it's no revenue,
No
then
revenue.
all I'm investing in is what have you done before and how much money have you made for either yourself or your investors at your prior
That would be the
firms.
primary thing.
Right. And if you look at what VCs do,
Mhm.
they generally only invest with companies with a team or CEO that they've done business with before. So they've taken them public and they go on to the next firm. I mean, you kind of are a good experience too. It's like,
Okay. so
they've had a track record.
it's
So
the-
if it's not you,
Mhm.
you better make sure you have somebody on your team who's done this before.
And I want to just chime in on that. It's also how you communicate your message. Words really matter. And the words you use, because it's likely that you will be presenting this either through email or paperwork, and you may never meet the person or initially until you've communicated with them. So the only thing they have that they're going to see is what you sent them.
Well, in my case, it's a little different because I got people that want to give money.
Okay.
Okay, I got to almost tell them, hey, leave me alone.
Okay.
I don't want the money, I don't need the money.
All right.
Okay, but part of my business plan is to run it for a while and then sell to a large institutional investor, maybe even a customer, because the demand is so great for it. So what I was trying to do was get an idea of how to value the company.
Okay,
based on
that's a
those
little different.
reasons.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a
Okay.
little different
Well, that's
than.
why I said a 2-part question.
Okay, I can
Okay.
give you the math side.
Well, I
Okay.
just saw also on the part, you had 1 and 4, you had the founder, and
One-
then number 4 being
Well,
the team.
4 out of 4, okay, here's what I got. I got a CEO, okay? I
You got the pen out.
intellectual property,
Mhm.
okay? I've got proven demand for the product,
Demand.
okay? And I got a team.
Okay.
Out of those 4 things, you as an institutional investor, what would you look to as the most important thing?
The
For
CEO.
example, if I had, a very strong business method, U.S. patent, would that mean something?
That's a consideration, but that's not the most.
Yeah, but again, just going back to
You,
the
you
point
said the
about-
most. It's.
It depends if you want to grow the company. If you want to grow the company, the CEO is the most important. If you want to sell the company, that's not as important, unless
that's
you're going to
not-
stay on, unless you're going to stay on with your team and operate it for the investor.
So I'm best off getting a CEO. I'm not going to be the CEO.
Okay, so you better get one.
So I got to hire me a CEO.
Yeah, but get somebody who has built companies like yours,
Right.
has a track record, so that you bring them on,
Right.
then have reduced your risk.
Right.
But it's also, as I said, maybe this is the second half of your question was the math side of it. When you're looking at an eventual exit, you said how do you value your company? From a valuation standpoint, and it may be similar in the real estate side, is on the technology side, typically we look at a multiple times earnings,
Sure.
right? And so if you're bringing in an investor, let's say your eventual exit, I'm going to have $100 million in revenue, 10% EBITDA, okay, $10 million, and in the segment I'm in, it sells for 5 times EBITDA. So, okay, $50 million. An investor coming in the early stage is going to want to get a 10 times return. So back that back down.
Okay,
So to
give me
say,
the
okay.
formula again. So you got, let's say I got earnings of $1 million, okay?
Right?
Okay, you're saying 5X?
Now, yeah, so say,
Capitalization,
but it
5X?
depends on the market you're in.
Okay.
You know, like the engineering construction market is a lower multiple than, say, a big software tech company.
Okay.
Simply because growth, profitability, things like that.
Right.
But
Well,
you
the
kind of
overall
know.
real estate's 10X, you know?
No, but the
Back to
10, so the when you're ready to go out, you got $1 million. When you're ready to sell, you're making $1 million a year,
Right.
So do say 5 times that. Okay, so
Okay.
then you're going to sell 5 million. Okay, you back that down to an investor and say, hey, in 3 years, it's going to be worth 5 million. So how much are you going to put in today at what valuation? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. The 10x is what the investor is going to want to see.
Yeah.
And that's going to make up for the risks that they're going to bear during that period.
I just wanted to add,
Yeah.
you know, the CEO and the team are the same thing. That's people.
Well, sure.
You know,
Yeah.
so as an investor,
Yeah.
you look at people, you don't say,
Right,
well, I like
right.
the CEO,
Well, people
but I
that
don't
are
like the
sticking
team.
around.
Yeah, and the other
Or
thing
I like
is,
the team, but I
yeah,
don't, because the CEO gets to decide the
Right,
team.
right.
Right.
They're
Just to
really
be-
one and the same.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's a very important factor, because that's really, when you talk to most investors, they say, you know, people, that's the most
Sure.
important thing.
Sure.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm going to start a company right now. Andy's going to be doing due diligence on deals. Klara is going to be packaging it all together and being the face of it. And Rayaan's going to turn Klara into a robot online and reach millions of investors instead of the hundreds in her network. And we're going to sell it to 100x the number of people. So with that, we'll see you guys in a year when we're going public. So thanks, guys. Thank you so
Thank you.
much. You
Yeah,
guys were
thank you.
great. You
Yeah.
guys were awesome.
Yeah,
Appreciate that.
thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Nice meeting
Yeah.
you.
Good to see you again.
Good to see you